Alright, Generation 3, death by ship combat. Yeah. Oh no, phase beam critically damaged? That's not good. Let's go ahead and repair that. Okay, so it's repaired, I guess. Alright, let's go back into our ship. We gotta get our stuff back too. Alright, now where was it? I think it was near this planet, right? Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's go in and grab that. Because we're already low on resources as it is, so we gotta make sure we pick up our inventory every single time we die. Almost there. Did we get it? Nope, we missed it. Alright, let's make a U-turn. And where is it? Oh man, this is annoying. Where did it go? Okay, let's move away a little so that we can get it into our field of vision. Did we get it? No, we didn't get it. Okay, so there it is. And yeah, let's go towards it and stop. Okay, a little more. Yes, there we go. Okay, cool. So next time around, whenever we see like hostile ships in the area and you know, distress signal sent out, I don't think we're gonna, you know, go towards the battle just because our ship can't really handle it right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our warp cell now because that's what we need to do. Let's go ahead and also... Alright, that's fine. I think we can make our warp cell, yeah, in our exosuit inventory. So let's go ahead and make that. And let's go ahead and charge our hyperdrive. Okay, cool. So we have just enough to make one warp jump. Okay, so it wants us to open the galactic map, and yeah, so I guess it just wants us to move to another star now. Should we go here? I mean, I guess it's an option, right? So this is 177,688 away, light years away from the center, and this is 177,705. Wait, that's... Yeah, so this is closer, but this is crazy. In order for us to get to the center, like, if we just jump from one system to the next, like, you know, just one over, it's going to take us quite a long time to get to the center. So I guess as we upgrade our stuff, we're going to be able to make bigger jumps. And that time should go down, I guess. Alright, so the next one is this one here, I guess. Okay, so this is our current location. So let's go ahead and warp to this region. Nope. What did I do? Did I add a waypoint? Because I did not mean to do that. Is that the one we want to go to? Yeah, so this is our current location. And yeah, so let's go ahead and warp there. Alright, I think we're almost there. I think what the game's doing here while we're in warp is it's generating the star system, I guess. So No Man's Sky is supposed to not have loading screens, but I think this warp speed, you know, traveling in warp actually is a kind of loading system. Alright, so this is system Uyuginkiaos, the Euclid galaxy. Alright, so this is our second warp jump. And we're pretty much as lost as we've always been. But hopefully we get some instructions soon as to what to do next. But for now, what we can do is maybe go to this moon. We can go to this planet. What else can we do? We can go to the space station. Actually, let's go to the space station first. And let's see what species lives in this star system. So the very first star system that we were in, the one that we started off in, it was the Viking, right? And the last one, it was the Korvax. So maybe this one, there may be a new species. I'm not really a fan of how every single star's space station looks exactly the same. Yeah, that would be really cool if it was varied, but yeah. Let's see if this one requires an Atlas Pass too. I think it probably does, but yeah, it does. Okay. Alright, so let's head back to our normal door, which is the one over here. But yeah, I'm excited to see what new alien we see. If it is a new alien. Oh, I think it is. Oh, look at that. This dude looks interesting. He's got these like bulging eyes coming from each side of his head there. Okay, so this area here even looks a little different, so that's exciting. Let's go ahead and take the isotopes. Don't really need it, but it's there, so might as well take it. Alright, 11 carbon, 20. Is this also going to require an Atlas Pass? Probably is. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm excited to talk to him, but just before we do that, let's go ahead and spin the chair. And let's see what we can buy or and sell. Can we sell anything? Oh, this is going for a pretty good price here, 28,000. And suspension fluid. Actually, no, wait, 28,000. This is the amount that we could sell at if we had it. So yeah, this is interesting. Viking dagger. I wonder what we would do with it if we had it. Oh, okay, so this is the Viking effigy. So it's not really a relationship status. It's more of a, well, it is an item. So if we give this to a Viking, we would get maybe something interesting. Vortex cube. I imagine that these two items for the vortex here. Or no, vortex cube, that's completely different. I'm thinking of the Korvax. Okay, so the Korvax cube here, Korvax convergence cube. Maybe if we give it to a Korvax, we might get something in return, similar to the Viking dagger. And I'm not sure what this star here means. Probably means it's valuable, but yeah. Alright, let's go to buy. 33,000. Yeah, that's not in our price range. Not that anything is, but yeah. Okay, so this effigy is going for 29,000. Alright, let's exit out of there. And yeah, let's talk to this dude. So, trade envoy piss? Or peace? Something like that. Looks interesting though. Okay, so current GEC standing customer. So he is a GEC. And you know what? So this species might be very like business oriented, like the Ferengi in Star Trek. And they kind of resemble that. They kind of have the similar height and even skin tone actually. And they view us as a customer, so they probably want to do business with us. The small creature is busy adding up trade profits when I appear. Its eyes open wide in anticipation of our first contact, and it rubs its fingers together greedily. Yep, okay, so this is literally a Ferengi. So yeah, if anyone of you out there is a Star Trek fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It pecks emphatically at the monetary figures on its pad, then bounces up and down. I can't help but notice that it smells amazing. Okay, so we can pat the life form on the head. We can apologize for being unable to help, or we can give 10 units. I think we're gonna do that. That it smells amazing. I think maybe if we give him 10 units, like if we pat him on his head, he might be offended by that and apologize for being unable to help. I don't think that will do anything. So let's just go ahead and give him 10 units, see what happens. It's a very small amount. Oh, cool. So he gave us a cannon damage Sigma. Photon cannon fires at an increased rate. Operates automatically. Okay, cool. This is definitely worth getting, but our ship doesn't have enough slots, so I think we're gonna skip on that for now. That's probably something we're gonna get on a upgraded ship. Or not an upgraded ship, but a ship with more slots. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and give him some carbon. The trader looks at me with boggled-eyed curiosity. It clicks its beak a few times, emits a neutral scent, and waits for my request. Okay, so we're still a customer, right? Yeah, so we're not a valued customer. That's interesting. So we can become a best friend. I wonder if we become a best friend, if we're able to buy stuff from him for a favorable price. Yeah, that would be cool, but who knows? Like so far, we haven't really been able to buy stuff from NPCs. No, actually, we have. Yeah. So when we talk to people at their ship, we could buy and sell from them. So yeah, the trader indicates that it's open for conversation with beak clicking and a sweet smelling gas emission. Okay, so let's request a GEC word. You've learned the GEC word for give. Interesting. I didn't know that. Since I think this species is very greedy, I didn't think they would have a word for give. It'd probably be all take, right? Oh no, we don't have enough carbon. Is there any carbon around here? Okay, cool. There is. So I guess we have enough carbon for just one more. The trader stares into my visor and clicks its beak in time with my breathing. I can only assume that this is supposed to make me feel welcome. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the shield recharge. Okay then. If we can get more carbon, I guess we can talk to him a little more. Otherwise, we'll just move on. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's any more carbon around, so... Okay, cool. It was nice meeting you. Yeah, don't have enough. So I'm thinking here, what's next? Where should we go? The universe is way too big to explore in this game. And there's just like so many options that it's hard to choose where to start. Oh, did that damage us? Yeah, I did. Okay, so basically when these ships are landing and they kind of do their 360 rotation, we cannot be next to them, otherwise it's going to damage us. Talk to this guy. Supervisor Coleman. The pilot clicks its beak to indicate that it's open to trading. It might also be open to discuss the sale of its starship. Okay, so pretty much everyone is open to selling their starship. And yeah, we can't afford that, so okay, cool. Let's check this one out. It's kind of different, is it? I don't think we've seen this one before. This ship. Oh, this dude. I don't think we've seen this species before. So this is Assistant Donnie. Oh, you know what? I think he's a Gek too. They probably kind of look a little different. So the pilot's eyes bulge slightly when I approach, but ultimately decide to allow trading negotiations. He gestures towards its starship. It's willing to sell it for the right price. Okay, so let's also check out what they have to sell here. Okay, so we're getting a good price on that. So bypass chip. We can make a bypass chip, right? So we don't really need that. Let's go ahead and see his ship. Yeah, again, cool ship. But can't afford that. Oh, this one looks cool. Actually, I think we've seen one that looks like this, right? Alright, so this specialist, Sufilum, something like that. The pilot clucks excitedly and pecks at its trading manifest. It's clearly delighted by an unscheduled opportunity to buy and sell goods. It clicks its beak and nods towards its starship. Even its craft would be available for the right price. Okay, so $1.5 million is the right price, but we can't afford that. Alright, cool. Oh, check that one out. We've never seen this type of ship before. Alright, so Supervisor Lovey. The trader is clearly excited by my approach. It pecks out a list of the cargo carried in its starship. It makes it clear that the starship is also for sale. Okay, looks cool. Much less than the past ships that we've seen so far, but still out of our price range. So let's go ahead and decline that. Oh, look at this one. This one's cool too. I love how many variations there are. But actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it, the only difference that we've kind of seen so far in the ships is the amount of slots that they have. Everything else is basically contingent on the upgrades, right? But then again, the upgrades go into the slots, so the more slots you have, the better your ship is, right? So I guess we'll just pretty much aim for buying a ship, you know, upwards of like, I think the best ship that we saw so far, and I think it had about 30 slots. That was about 4.6 million. So at least we have a number to reach for. But yeah, that's gonna take us a while. The trader waves towards its cargo hold. It's clearly excited by my appearance. It gives the cockpit a quick peck, indicating that it's also willing to discuss the sale of the ship. Okay, cool. That was like nearly $500,000. Can't afford that. And actually, can we go back here for a second? And what does this require? An Atlas pass, right? Okay, so if we craft this bypass chip, can we use this to go inside? A single-use device that can be used to gain access to encrypted terminals and facilities. Commonly used to hijack landing pad facilities at alien outposts. Perhaps illegal. Yeah, so I remember those landing pad, there's always like this beacon type thing, beacon type looking thing that we could access, and it would tell us points of interest and other things. And I think that's pretty much what it's used for. I don't think we could use it to gain access to this, I don't think. Yeah, and I think we did try it and it didn't work, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and ignore that for now until we finally do find an Atlas pass. But yeah, let's head back to our ship. Alright, let's go back into space. Well, I guess we are in space. Okay, so what should we do? We can go to this planet. Local distress signal. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna ignore that. We can go to this moon. I don't know. There's so many decisions we could make right now. Okay, let's head down to this planet, see what we can find. And yeah. Okay, cool. So this one looks like it has water too, I think. Let's find some sort of point of interest. Oh, no, not that. Yeah, let's find a point of interest and let's land beside it. I'm basically hoping to find like a... Can we scan actually? Yeah, we can scan. Okay, so let's go over there. Alien monolith detected. So let's go ahead and interact with that. Okay, so we got navigational data too. So we'll check that out. Okay, so this is Jungle Planet. Weather drizzle. Sentinel standard. Flora lacking. Fauna few. Okay, so what is this? Galactic Trade Terminal. Okay, so it's basically, yeah, it's basically the terminal. Actually, let's go ahead and check prices. I kind of want to get an idea for how much the prices fluctuate. Yeah, so suspension fluid for the most part we've been kind of seeing at this 20,000 range. Radnox, interesting. Okay, so don't really know what this is. It's very rare. Let's go ahead and grab one. Did we buy it? Yeah, okay, so yeah, we're buying it. Go ahead and buy a couple. Okay, yeah, I think that's good. Okay, I think we're good for now. What is this? Oh, this is just a save point. Let's just go ahead and save.